Okay, Coach, the day's growing a bit shorter, and folks in these parts are gearing up for ski season, but we've got football to keep us busy from Broncos Stadium at Mile High. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And the Mile High air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Flushed out right. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Mayfield looks to throw, and that is incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
On 4th down, Freddie Kitchens is going to send out the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. Well, we talked about Philip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Philip Lindsay.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Browns drive about to get started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. From the gun, Mayfield. And that's knocked away and incomplete. A former first-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
Fielded at the 20. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number one seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. Right. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number one in their conference.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Hey, Charlie. 53 is the mark. 53. Check 53.
Throwing on second and 8. Lock. Sanders has it over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second and a couple. Lock. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. This is first and goal from about the 8. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal.
Check.
Clock now to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one, and a first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
180! 159! And watch me lag.
Going to run the jet sweep. Callaway with it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Hey, alert 33. Hey, let's go.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away.
Let's go, let's go.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Bravo.
On first down, Locke. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Jannard Avery in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
2 sacks last week. Another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Left side here, that's the tight end, Fant. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Down. 10-2 stop.
Throwing his lock on third down. And that is incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens. Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on second down. Only a yard on the sneak, not what he was hoping for, and it's third down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So we've reached halftime, and just like that, on we head to half number 2. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, a combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins.
You ready? You ready? You ready?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. Watch the run, watch the run. Go, Mike. Ready?
On second down, here's Locke. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 39.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Here we go, let's bring it.
Lock now on first down. That'll be caught right side by Hamilton. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
Hey, wahoo! 53 is the mic. Who that? Who that? Check.
To throw it is Locke. Left side here to Sanders. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. On first and 10, it's Lindsey. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It was Denzel Ward in from his corner spot there to take him down for the loss. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12.
Recon, 132 fighter. Look at me, zipper. Go.
Lock to throw on second down. And he rifles one incomplete. Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver, but now it's third down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Philip Lindsey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. McManus's point after is good. And the lead is now 10-3. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They run again on 1st down. Chubb. Oh, Chubb fumbled it. And a loose football. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Demetrius Harris, his first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point safely through, and we are even at 10 apiece. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Lock going to throw. Got a man. That's complete to Hamilton. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Welcome back now to Denver. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's Locke. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sanders. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play. Lock now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Locke. Completes it to Fant on the right side. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsay. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hurry! Regular.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Caught left side. It's Beckham. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
King. Check, 59. Hurry. Come on. You gotta be ready. Hurry.
Running for it. Here's Chubb. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. A couple of 1st downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Chubb able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And some room to maneuver. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 9th touchdown of the season. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. The extra point up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that, because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. He's back to throw. This is the tight end Fant. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Fant, the first-round pick out of Iowa, taken 20th overall, second tight end taken in the draft. And amazingly, the second Iowa tight end taken in the draft is teammate T.J. Hockenson, 8th overall. He was selected by the Lions, but Noah Fant really wowed everyone in Indianapolis at the Combine, and now trying to parlay that into an impressive NFL career. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. Into the red zone, it's Locke. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Sione Takitaki in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Locke to throw. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
Backed up now from their own 4 as they come up second down.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger. And dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Browns, they continue to cruise through this